Hey, what's up, beautiful people? This is your boy D Blancas coming right back at you with another video. All right. So we are looking at lesson 4, module 2. So up here, in case you need to see it, lesson 4, module 2. Cool. So lesson 4, I was looking at it, and then I looked at it, and I looked at it one more time, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of complicated. There's a lot of pages with a lot of terminology, and it's important terminology. Don't get me wrong, right? Every single bit of mathematics is awesome, but it can all be condensed into just 2 things, and that's all we're going to focus on. All right, so right now, get on page 27. So right here, S27. And we're going to look at these 2 pages, or these 2 segments. All right, first segment, we are going to look at the side splitter. All right, so follow me. That's this part right here, the side splitter. So I just highlighted it so you can see it, and they have an image for us to follow along with. So this is basically what it means. It says you have this triangle. And I'm going to highlight this triangle. It's going to be OAB. So we have this triangle right here. All right. So that's the triangle we have. Now I'm going to label some of the sides. I'm going to give you segments. Excuse me, just so you can see it a lot better. So this whole segment, let's make that, let's just say that it's about 8 inches. All right. And this bottom segment down here, let's say that that's about 10 inches. So let's just say that this is about 10 inches. All right. So we're giving it some background knowledge, some background info, so you can see it better. And basically it means this. If I draw a line segment right down the middle, okay, let me use a different color because I think yellow and green are too close. But let's draw this segment, CD. All right, and it splits your triangle into a smaller triangle. And now this segment, let's say that is 4, and this segment over here is 5. All right, so 4 inches, 5 inches. What it means is this. All right, if we were to write this as a proportion, so the large segment is 8 over the small segment, which is 4. All right, same thing over here. The large segment is 10 over the small segment, which is 5. So we're just writing it as a proportion, as a ratio right now, or as a fraction, whichever you prefer. This reduces to 2 over 1. 2 over 1. Notice that the ratio is exactly the same. And that's what this states. It just that it uses a lot of letters. So OA over OC, which is what we did. This is OA over OC. If that equals OB, which is the 8, over OD, which is 4, we can call CD a side splitter. All right, so this purple line is called a side splitter because the ratios are the same. All right, that's all it means. So if they tell you, oh, we have a side splitter, CD is a side splitter, so you can assume that these 2 ratios are going to be equivalent. So big length over little length, big length over little length, and they equal this way. It's going to help out with some of the calculations. So please make sure to practice it in the problem sets. All right, so you go ahead and do that. But that's the first thing that we're going to look at. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Okay, so now let's look at part 2. All right, so that's down here. That's called the triangle side splitter theorem. So I'm going to highlight that one in green so you can see it. All right, so right here. So basically, this is very similar to the side splitter. All right, so we're going to use this other triangle right below. So it means this. All right, it says a line segment splits two sides of a triangle proportionally if and only if it's parallel to the third side. So this is what it means, all right? So check this out. So let's say we have this side, we have that line segment, okay? And they tell us that it's parallel to this line segment. So that means to us, what that means, it's that the large side, let's say this time it is, what's a good number? Let's make the large side 12. All right, so it's all 12 centimeters. And then let's make the small side, let's make that 4 centimeters. Okay, let's keep it like that. All right, so it means if we do 12 over 4, it reduces to 3 over 1. And this bottom side down here, let's make that whole entire thing 15 centimeters. Let's make this one 5 centimeters. So now we can do 15 over 5 equals 3 over 1. So it means that if we know that these two sides are parallel, so I'm going to draw the arrow to let us know that they're parallel, then we can assume that the sides are proportional. So it's very, very similar to the side splitter that we just learned. All right, if these two are parallel, then the sides are proportional. And if the sides are proportional, then this has to be a side splitter. All right, so that's what the triangle side splitter theorem is. Okay, so let me give you an example. So I'm going to do this. Let's draw a triangle, something like that. All right, so this is just an example, and we know that this whole entire side is 21, whatever units you want. We can say that this whole entire side, let's make that, I don't know, 18, whatever units you want, okay? And then let's draw a segment right in between, okay? Let's make these parallel. So I'm going to draw the arrow to let me know that they're parallel. So these two segments right here are parallel, all right? And then let's make this smaller segment. What's a good one? Let's make it 7, all right? Whichever units you want. And what we need to find is this other small segment. So I'm going to call that X. So now, this is the type of problems that you'll probably see. You know that this large triangle, the side is 21, and for the smaller triangle is 7. On this side is 18, this side is X. So how would you solve it? So go ahead, pause the video, see if you can figure it out, and then restart the video so I can give you the answer. So basically, hopefully you set it up this way. Because they're parallel, we know that we can apply the triangle side splitter theorem. That means that both sides are proportional. So we can write a proportion. That's what I'm going to do off here towards the side. We can write the large side, which is 21, over the small side, which is 7. And we can say that that equals, because remember, the proportions are equal. that equals the large side, which is 18, over the small side, which is x. So hopefully that's what you did. All right, and then from here we can use algebra to solve for x. So we know that with algebra we can cross multiply these. All right, and then you end up finding out that x equals, what is it? Drum roll. Trrr, x equals 6. All right, so hopefully you did all of that and you ended up that x equals 6. And that's using the side splitter theorem. All right, and that's basically all of lesson 4. It's just that side splitter. And if you understand this, you should be fine. The problem sets are a little bit tougher, but again, let us know if you need help with that. All right, and hopefully you can do well on this and make all your dreams come true, because at the end, isn't that what we all want? To make our dreams come true. With that, take care. Peace out, Girl Scout.